So we're now on video 7, and this is where we're just going to recap everything we've learnt in the previous 6 videos. So habits then, they're formed in the basal ganglion, and they're basically routines or behaviours that we repeat multiple times until they become automatic. Okay, chunking, that's my favourite term, chunking. Chunking is the process where we take a sequence of actions and we turn it into an automatic routine or habit. So the reason for chunking is for basically the brain to save on energy and save on effort. So the sequence of actions are put together, habits are created within that basal ganglion to save the brain effort. So habits allow that powering down of the brain, reduce activity, and the basal ganglion then just takes over. So you sort of go onto that autopilot. 3 steps to a habit loop. You've all got this. I can hear you shouting at the screen now. Cue, routine, and reward. So the cue is that trigger that gets you starting that habit, starting that routine. The routine can be physical or mental. And then the reward is what we've said in previous videos. That is what tells the brain whether that routine, that behaviour, that pattern is worth saving and repeating. What the basal ganglion has done as well, very cleverly, so we're not always on autopilot and getting ran over and whatever. You have increased brain activity at the start of a habit, and then you have increased brain activity at the end, so they're like bookends. So you've got a start and finish of that behaviour, that habit. So habits, like we said, can be ignored, they can be changed, and they can be replaced. But if we don't make a conscious effort to highlight them and pinpoint that habit, then they will unfold automatically like they've been doing. The brain does not distinguish between good and bad habits. So unfortunately, once we've created a habit, that habit will always be there, regardless of whether it's good or bad. The brain never deletes it, and it's always in the background. But this, we need to look at the positive of this, and knowing this empowers us to keep those bad habits down and out the way and be able to control things better. Building new habits is all about developing the cue, the routine and the reward, but we also need to create that anticipation. We need to learn to crave that reward and to turn that routine into a habit. It is that craving, that anticipation that will drive that habit loop. So for example, like we've said, the buzz you get, that high, that endorphin high that you get from exercise, but also the accomplishment and just feel like you've done really well and getting praise, self-praise, but also, like we've said with our private group, other people praising the work you're doing is great for fueling and driving that exercise habit loop. To cement those habit changes though, we also need to find people that are very much like-minded to ourselves and have the same, are working towards the same goals. That's where the community as well joins us as well, where you've got similar people that all want the same things, that are there to support, encourage and praise each other and praise their peers.